And my final question on the segment for you, Anthony, is you've touched a little bit on it, but how do we balance urban water demand with rural and agricultural needs in essentially a water scarce country like South Africa?
Yes, this brings me to a piece that I wrote in Daily Maverick a while ago, for which I took some flack, and that piece is. I will just repeat that, and I would encourage people to go and read that piece again. What I spoke about there was the fact that I'm a member of the PWSG, the Platform for a Water Secure Gauteng. I'll try and be a responsible member of that platform. And the idea there is to help to understand how we need to cooperate in order to prevent a day zero in Gauteng. And the central messaging coming out of the PWSG is that we need to reduce consumption per capita. That's the single message coming out of it, reduce consumption per capita. Now, I'm supportive of that idea, and intellectually I understand it. But how can we do that where two bad things are happening? The one bad thing that's happening is that we've got 50% unaccounted for water. So in other words, we've got a huge amount of water that's just missing. So how do we now blame society for the missing water? Well, that simply means that your government increasingly loses legitimacy by bringing across that message. So that's that's clearly a problem. There are other aspects to that problem as well, but the important thing is that the messaging has to be that we must limit the supply, or we must reduce the supply or consumption per capita. But the second thing that we have not dealt with is the fact that the population growth and dynamics are changing in a fundamental way and an accelerating way. So more people are coming into the system, and we're not bringing the system in line with that. So in other words, the simple message of we need to reduce consumption, while it's necessary and logical if you just look at those narrow set of circumstances, it is the wrong message to put out.